Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Thursday, back on rotation with Snowrunner and season 16, year 5 now up and running, and a huge map here for, well, 3 maps indeed. So we start off on this map here and it's massive. I know, like, maybe if you went from top to bottom and it was the tarmac road, you'd probably do it in maybe 15 minutes. But because of the terrain and all the little intricate jobs you got to do, there's a lot of gameplay here. And so that's taken me, I don't know, how long to do the first map? Maybe, I don't know, a couple of hours, like 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 hours. And we have 3 of them. So I've just moved to the second map and we're here. And I've got to rescue this big Chimera truck. Now, I've not even seen this truck. So we're, like I said, on the second map. Where's my beacons? Oh, it's not turned on. Turn on beacons. This was from season, I think, 14, the fire truck. And I've always used it. I think it's a cool truck. Of course, inside as well, looks great, doesn't it? You know, and you know, the hose on the back moves, and you know, there's all there's just it's a great game, isn't it? It's no other game really comes close to what Snowrunner. The steps there just sort of bouncing. We'll go down to just a low gear as we come across this rough terrain. I'm going to go up to see this Chimera truck. Now, I think it needs rescuing, but I think it needs fuel and it needs repairing, so hence I'm in something like this. And I probably should take a photo quite soon. I don't know if it's going to be a photo of this truck. Maybe this truck parked next to the Chimera. That would make a fairly good thumbnail. But I hope everyone is well. But yeah, if you're a Snowrunner fan, there's just so much gameplay. You know, I've been playing it 5 years now. Just going to check this a second. Is it straight over? Are we going the right way? So sort of, you know, I haven't scouted this map. I should come and scout it really, but I think, oh, I perhaps should have took the low road. I've taken the high road. Can we go across here? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But no, Trucking Thursday, and I always enjoy it when Snowrunner comes round. I think I did, and I should have looked at other people's reviews really. I bought this Aerosoft off-road simulator game. It was on sale, and it was by Aerosoft, and I thought, shall I pick it up? And I did, and it was terrible. And it was sort of like, I suppose it was like a bit like, if you remember Kickstart back in the day, which was like sort of motocross assault courses. It was sort of like that, but in trucks. But it was a little poorly implemented, and you know, I think we're so spoilt with the likes of Snowrunner that you know, it's hard to play sort of mediocre games when you've got a, you know, a masterclass like Snowrunner is really. So I'm hoping that we can find this truck. Now, I don't know if we're going to cut this video down because it's taken me, I kid you not, 45 minutes to even get here. And that's not going to make a good video. How far are we? But I haven't seen this truck. I don't know what it looks like. It's literally here. And your guess is as good as mine, really. I've not heard the term a Chimera truck. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. But let's go and have a look and see what we can see. There's a watchtower there, over there. I'm going to have to bring a scout over and just kind of do a bit of scouting. I've done a couple of live streams on season 16, but the amount of gameplay that you get for, what would it be, year 5 pass is probably £20, so you're getting like £5 a season. That's really not that bad. Okay, so I think we'll take this road here. And like I said, your guess is as good as mine to what the truck is. Now, I don't really want to fast forward time because it's okay. Like, this is the immersion in me. If we're parked up, you know, for the night, then we can fast forward time. But it is quite nice to see those beacons in the dark as we come across this cliff edge. Now, I was on a live stream and part of the cliff fell away, so I want to be a little bit careful. This doesn't look like it's going to do that, but we would be in a lot of trouble if it did. So I think we're going to just go down to a low gear. We're in all-wheel drive. Diff lock is always on, and we cannot be too far from it. It's just put handbrake on and just check. Yeah, it's here, look. So I think we need to come down this road, take this rickety road down. Then of course it leads through some sort of water. We'll see what we can see when we get closer. But no, let me know in the comments if you've picked up season 16. I did pick up season 15, the one previous obviously to this one, and I never completed it. So, you know, there's a lot of gameplay here, but you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's sort of like the Dark Souls of trucking, really, isn't it? But I've got a funny feeling that season 5 is going to be the last one. I reckon they'll announce something. So what would season 5 be? Be the end of 2026, wouldn't it? So now we can see a bit more of the map. I think we sort of want to go across here. I don't know how that river crossing is looking. And then here, and then here. So it's called a Sliter ST833 Chimera. Like I said, I'm intrigued. You might not be intrigued because I might take a photo and it'll be on the thumbnail. So I guess, you know, you probably would have seen it before I have right now. I'm hoping that I've got enough service points on this add-on that we've got on the back to fix it. Oh, there's a trailer there. Well, like I said, we've got 3 of these maps on this particular season. Oh, that would be Alex. Okay, so sort of follow our nose really. We'll get to the truck, and I think we will then move time forward. So we're going to split, we're going to basically, the road splits, doesn't it? So it goes this way, but we need to sort of hang a left. So we're going to go off-road, I think, over these trees. Now, I don't like taking the trees down, you know, just environmental reasons. I know it's a game, but we've got no choice but as we come through the destruction of this big truck. Oh no, don't tell me you're stuck. Are you running out of fuel? Is that your problem? Yeah, look, 5 litres of fuel. Refuel. Okay, we've used the roof rack already. Like I said, it's taken me 45 minutes to get here. So I've got the maintenance add-on. I've got a reserve fuel tank. Let's use that. Now, if we need to tow this truck elsewhere, then we might need to bring another lorry out. So that's... Oh, I was expecting quite a beast of a thing, this Chimera truck, but that... I mean, it's a new truck, let's face it, but... can zoom out. So there we go, that's the Chimera truck then. I can't help think I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I thought it was going to be really massive. And the lights, and we'll just get some kit, I think. Let's move it forward to 6 o'clock in the morning, I think. There we go. So let's have a quick look at it then. We've got deliver, there you go, deliver to the East Dam site. And then it will be a repair. So where's it going to be taken to? East Dam site. All the way over here. Crikey, so I've got to drive it round this mountain, round this road, up onto this main road, and then we should sort of be cooking. Although you say that, see, this dam is currently unpassable because it's being built. So we're going to have to take a road down through here and then across and deliver it. So I think I'm going to give you the highlights, otherwise this video is going to be far too long. So let's plot the route. And that's the thing with Snowrunner videos, is that they are quite long. But it's cool to see some season 16 stuff, you know. I'm wondering whether to go into uncharted territory. Maybe hit that watchtower and sort of see if I can travel around this way rather than back where I come from. That would make more sense. So I'll get this one hooked up. So let's just get it hooked up a second. Might pull it from the rear of the truck, I think. Just because it's facing that way. It's a shame, actually. I should look for a proper, like, you know, like a proper transporting truck that you could kind of pull that on the back of. But I suppose, actually, you know, I was sort of saying, actually, it's not that big. You look at the size of those wheels up against this truck, then actually that is quite a large truck, isn't it? So maybe you wouldn't get that on the back of a trailer. So yeah, looking at it, it is larger. Right, so let's get a winch onto the back of here. There's no point repairing it yet. And let's get it the fudge out of here. Put it in a low gear. Might actually go middle low, just so I can see until we get on a decent road. Let's just get across these rocks. And I think I may, well, I'm going to leave the tape running, but I'll just cut bits out if it gets super boring, or if we've got a difficult pass to do. But I will see you in a minute. Okay, because we are off the beaten track and taking a brand new route, I'm just going to grab that watchtower there quickly. So I've just let the winch go and just whip across here. That's an easy pickup, so it would make sense just to grab that watchtower. Quite rugged, I gotta say. Okay, let's get it back into position. Actually, it might check the map. Yeah, so let's unlock that now. But yeah, to think that that's the corner, and well, I can't see, can I? Because it's not completely full. But another very large map, really. Well, like I said, we've only got, well, we have got a huge fuel tank on the back. We couldn't have brought a trailer because we're, you know, but I'm going to have to put some fuel trailers around this map because I haven't even come across a garage, to be honest. Right, let's just choose the back of that. And off we go. So we navigate these rocks. So we're now quite a very long vehicle really, but let's just watch that rock as we come round. Got a nice high clearance on the front, to be fair. It's a good truck, it's a good recovery truck. Normally I use like the Colebs or what else would I use? See, here's the thing actually, that wouldn't it be cool, because look at that truck, it's going to roll and smash into the back of my truck. So you would think maybe with the next Snowrunner you would get a rod like what they have in real life, so that way it wouldn't kind of smash into the back, you know. But I suppose then it wouldn't be a winch, would it? But you know, still there's still things that they could implement in the next iteration of this game, you know. So of course we have got the watchtower, so now we can kind of see where we're going. So we're heading here, but what I'm thinking is I want to sort of come round. There's a main road here. Maybe we could just take this big tarmac road and hopefully it will lead us somewhere to the back side of that dam. So I think I will just put a, well yeah, this road kind of goes down to that tarmac road, so let's do that and then we'll follow that tarmac as far as we can. What are we in? Let's go in low gear. We're all-wheel drive. I thought we're running out of fuel then. Normally you'll find if it struggles. Are we out of fuel? Holy cow, we are. This thing must be quite thirsty. 5.3 litres a minute. Okay, alright. Let's... What have we got? Target, source, roof rack we've used. I have to use the 1400, I think. And we'll put that into the dairy. So still leaves us 1028 litres in the back of our add-on. But I'm really quite pleased that I brought a service truck to come and do this rescue. Because like I said, I've not seen a single garage on this map. I'm going to have to sort of bring out some, you know, the articulated fuel trailers and dot them around this map and use them as fuel stations, really. Yeah, I've never really thought of that before, you know, the having a metal pole between, you know, sure you could have like winch mode, which would act the same way that it would do, because I mean if you're trying to rescue a vehicle from maybe a lake, you didn't want to go into the lake, if you've got a large enough winch you wouldn't need necessarily to put your vehicle in the lake. You could stay on the lake side and then kind of pull it from the, you know, from the side, and then once you've got it pulled up, you know, ready to tow, perhaps you could move to a towing mode where there'll be like a metal pole and then it would pull just like this does here. That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? God, turn in circle on this, it will, yeah, just about come round. Right, we're on tarmac, so I think we'll run up into high and we might take our all-wheel drive off, because that will just help with some of the fuel, because that way the it's only using fuel just for the back axles there, and it's not driving, you know, the four axles all together. So hopefully we can just, you know, think about our fuel usage as we pull this large truck. Alright, so it is looking quite large now compared to what I had. Initially I was disappointed. I thought, that looks quite small, but now it's sort of next to my truck here, which is actually quite big. See, that truck's hit the back of my lorry, like, you know. it is quite a large truck, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see whether this job, once we fixed it up, whether we get access to it, or whether it just unlocks in the store. That almost looks like a garage. Hold on. Right, we're gonna have to pop in there because that looks like a garage, and that would be extremely handy. Logistics centre. Oh, maybe it's just somewhere where you pick up goods, although it has a feel of a garage. No, it's got no trailer icons. Oh, I'm just redecorating the front of the building. Maybe you need to unlock it through the sort of main missions. But yeah, that looks quite interesting. So I might need to check the map because I've lost where we are. Just a second, hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. We'll take this tarmac road and we'll follow our nose and see where that takes us. And equally, oh, we're unlocking the map, you know, as we go. Oh, don't want to go too fast. So if you leave it in auto, oh look, we got a problem with the road here. We've got some sort of pylon down, or a truck slamming in the back of me. Let's have a think. This is where potentially roadcraft would sort of come into its own, wouldn't it? Wonder if we can get across this bridge here, because that's almost like a, unless I can take, can I go up the left hand side? Not really, can I? No, we're gonna have to take that bridge across. So again, that hole between these two would make would make reversing a little bit more kind of sensible rather than just pushing it with the, with the truck. But 5 years and I've never thought of a metal pole, but that suddenly would make far more sense on a when you're towing a vehicle. Right, okay. Oh, we need all-wheel drive, don't we? Of course we do. Now we've made it over, but the large tyres on that truck is going to have no problem. We're certainly going to be okay for ground clearance. Now, how do we come back around? Surely we don't go. We're going to have to follow it because of the length of this vehicle. We can't just fly off the cliff there. We're going to have to go round and then come around square because that bridge is quite narrow. I think we should be able to drive over that twig, can't we? I would have thought so. Like I said, it's always been a game that, it's a very chill game, and there's always different stuff to do, always different terrain to kind of like navigate. But my 5 years of playing this game, I have never done co-op, and I've sort of heard that sometimes it can be a bit buggy, like did some co-op with the Fat Cat and also PMG on Roadcraft. That was quite good. I think Duality was there, Keys was there. That was quite good, to be fair. But I've never done it on Snowrunner. But there's obviously a huge community for this game because 5 years later, still supporting it with DLC. Right, let's just check this. We've got a crossroads here. Now, is it worth taking this road around the outside? It kind of both leads to the same direction, although that looks like a dead end. So I think we will take the road round to the right. And this is why I needed to bring a scout, really, but I don't know. On this season, I just seem to have sort of like unlocked it as I've been doing the jobs, you know, rather than sort of take the scout around the map and just unlocking all the watchtowers. But it's play your own way, isn't it, you know? Like I say, good bit of clearance on the front of this truck. And those wheels on that Chimera have got absolutely no problem bouncing over that sort of ravine there. Right, now that did go around to the right, but I don't think we're going to take it. We go up into a high gear now. I've still got all terrain on, so we're probably just smashing through the fuel. I don't think this truck is particularly friendly with drinking fuel, if that makes any sense at all. Right, how are we doing then? Let's just turn that engine off just while we... So we've taken nearly 100 litres out of that already. So we are getting there. I'm just hoping that we can connect these roads somehow. So we'll go around here, and we sort of want to be heading... I think it's doable. It's just that we're sort of, you know, we're doing it a bit blind really, because we're sort of going into the map not really knowing what we're going to come across. God, it's quite muddy up through here, isn't it? Let's have a front view. I forget what map this fire truck on. Oh, that's right, it was loads of forests on fire, wasn't it? You had to sort of have like loads of water towers. It was quite cool, actually. It was quite a cool... Then there's, of course, there's been farming ones, which I can't say I've overly enjoyed. But at least they've tried to think outside the box, you know? So let's have a look at this. See, we're not a million miles away, look. We've just sort of got this river crossing. So we'll follow this river down, but we need to sort of... Oh, I wonder if we can get across there. There's sort of flags. Can you see the flags? Do you know, I reckon we can. I might give it a go. Because it sort of looks like there's flags there, you know? And actually looks like meter markers, what you typically see in like Alaska and stuff like that, you know, whether it's a safe pass. So I reckon we can pass through here. We've got a snorkel on. Now, if you have different tide levels, it'd be interesting. You have to sort of wait until there was a low tide. That would be really quite cool. But all these ideas, like, you know, you'd I'm sure maybe have been spoken about. I'm just looking for the way up. I think it's this way. That's very deep, to be fair. I think I'd try it. Having a little bath there, but the truck has made it through. That's the important. The Chimera looks pretty happy in that depth of water. Can we get up? Out it comes. Look at that. Almost makes a great screenshot, actually. Bear with. Okay, took a couple of photos, so not too sure which one I'm going to use, but we've got some options, haven't we? Right, need to back this up. I don't think we've got enough, no, have to back that up a little bit. And hopefully we can just drag this round. Those two trees are sadly going to have to go. Okay, right, now I think we're getting somewhere. So, across these rocks, look at that, there's the main road. We're actually going to do it. I reckon it's around here, over that bridge, round there, and deliver it there. That's a proper mission, and made even more difficult by not scouting. Quite rocky here, the plates of large rocks. But like I said, a very capable truck, and it'll be interesting to see what that. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, can we get that over there? I don't run out of fuel now. Going on with my Chimera? Is it struggling to get over that rock? I think it is. Let's take it a little bit more square. There we go. And it's got sodding great tyres on it, so it should straight over here. Should go over almost anything, and makes it literally dwarfs my truck. Right, let's go into a low gear. We've got all-wheel drive on. We've got the fuel, so that's okay. I'll take a bit of a wide turn on this. Try not to take that tree down. Just tapped it slightly. Looks like the sun is going down, but we're going to make it before nightfall, I think. Yeah, good job. But it's a sandbox game, isn't it? I mean, you could have rescued this truck with any truck that you wanted to, really. It didn't have to be the fire truck. It's only because I've had this from, I want to say, I know it's season 16, but I want to say 14. Season 14? I reckon it might have been before that, but I want to say 14 to get this fire truck. So through the water here, and not too much trouble. The end is almost in sight. Over the grass bank just for a bit of traction, although that seems to be a slight cliff. That wasn't ideal, but that Chimera didn't really sniff at that at all. Let's take a bit of a wide turning on here. I wonder if that's a garage. No, I think that's the other side of the dam. So yeah, so definitely going to have to get some fuel trailers out, because is it going to go up there? That's quite a ask, actually. Hold on. Maybe up this right side here. No. Come on, we can't falter at the last hurdle. There you go, up you go. And like I said, that Chimera probably should just bounce over that with those great big wheels. Oh, careful. We'll just take that sign down, that's going to have to go. And we might have to lose that fence. I don't know how we're supposed to get that in that small gap actually. Right, let's take it in. Okay, that's accepted that. So now what? Okay, so we're gonna repair it. Spare wheel, source, repair pack. Oh, we're gonna need more than that. Roof rack. So that's been repaired. I think now it just needs fuel. Is that everything? Oh, now it's got to be delivered to the logistics centre. What? We've had to bring it this far? Oh, we're supposed to use that repair trailer. Hang on a second. So it's now got to go to the logistics centre. Which is where? Oh my days. All the way back over here. So we'd have to travel around, back around where we can basically. Cross that river. Back through here. To the logistics centre. Well, I think that's going to be a video for another day. But look, we rescued it. We got it. We brought it here. We repaired it. And now we've just got to take it to the logistics centre. But actually, yeah, it doesn't look a bad truck. So maybe I will add it to my garage, and it'll be in a future video. But that's it from me. A quick look at season 16 and how vast it is really, and how many hours of gameplay for £10 if you were to buy it separately, or if you were to buy it works at £5 a season if you bought the whole year 5. But that's it from me. If you like the video, smash like on the way out. It's always super appreciated. And to the SAS crew, a big shout out to you. If you got this far in the video, please give yourself a gold star. And yeah, appreciate you, being part of the channel. If you're not subscribed, then maybe take a look. And if trucking and horses and motorbikes are your jam, then maybe this is the channel for you. But until next time, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.